Are you ready?
Peeps, how's it going? Real quick before we hop into it, this Saturday, no matter how good or bad the Pistons do against the Charlotte Hornets, we are going live with a DSA for Above the Rim. I want to have it at 1 o'clock, but I have to work this Saturday. I'm not sure what time I'm going to get out, but as soon as I know, I'm going to let you guys know, and we'll have it scheduled for 1 o'clock, but if it's not there, don't worry. We are still going to do it. It really should not be any later than 2 or 3 o'clock at the latest. But for today, the Detroit Pistons are taking on the Charlotte Hornets. Not the Hornet, the Charlotte Hornets, but they do have some young pieces over there that are going to get developed. But right now, it pretty much is the Charlotte Hornet. And Michael Bridges, this guy's having a good year so far. Terry Rozier's been streaky. They've had a couple good players. I can't remember the young guy that's having a breakout season, but you know, he's been having some good games. So they have some good players that they just need to develop and just rebuild. That being said, it is in Charlotte, so the Pistons are playing on the road. It's always tough to win on the road wherever you're at. So before we talk about what I really want to talk about, turnovers, defense, and push the ball in transition. 3 keys for the Pistons. You can't turn the ball over. You have to play your defense way better than what it has been, especially against a team that you probably are not really too high on. Do not overlook them, and push the ball in transition and keep your lineups good. Easier said than done with Dwayne Casey, but you know, the Pistons had 2 days of rest. You know, that is very important for this team. Because check this out, after the Hornets game, we don't play until Wednesday. We have to go to Chicago and play the Bulls again, a young and upcoming team who, again, got a lot of good players on there. Do not underestimate the Bulls. They beat us last time. But, you know, we are going to have some rest before it. We're not going to play a back-to-back there. And then I believe Thursday, no, it's not Thursday, it would be Friday, we have to take on Trae Young and the Atlanta Hawks. And Trae Young has been on fire. I think he's got 3 straight games as of right now of over 30 points. This guy cannot miss. The hoop is huge for him. So that's going to be a tough game. And then guess what? The very next night, we have to take on the Milwaukee Bucks in Milwaukee. You can just chalk that one up as an L. Automatically coming off a back-to-back, having to go to the team that swept you in the playoffs last year, that one's automatic L. I do not see the Pistons winning that game after a back-to-back dealing with Trae Young and all that stuff. And I'm not just saying that we're going to beat the Hawks. You can't say that at this point. You know, the Hawks are a young team and a very sneaky good team to make the playoffs. So that being said, before we overlook the Charlotte Hornets, that's just what we have planned for next week. That's why this game's so important. You know, you're below 500 at this point. You know, Blake Griffin, Derrick Rose should play today because they're going to have a lot of time to rest before Wednesday. So you have to win this game. This is an absolute must win. You cannot lose this game. Dwayne Casey, do not play Thon Maker. Do not play Tim Frazier. I know a lot of people are dogging Bruce Brown right now, but he is still a better option at point guard than Tim Frazier for us. Tim Frazier just thinks he can hit any shot he wants, doing step-back threes with 5 seconds left on the shot clock. I don't like it. You know, Tim Frazier offers me nothing. At least Bruce Brown can pass the ball, play defense, and get rebounds. Yes, he can't shoot. I'm sorry, okay? He's not perfect. It's going to come later on in his career, but again, you're not using him right. You know, Westbrook is not, again, I don't want to keep comparing him to Westbrook, but, you know, he has the same play style offensively where he can't shoot. He needs to attack the rim. And lately, he has been missing a ton of layups. So, that's a problem, Bruce. He needs to hit those, but you're not using him right. Get him some room with the pick. Pick and roll, pick and roll, pick and roll. It is what we need to be running right now. It's a tough decision for me because Derrick Rose should be starting. He is our best point guard. But now that Luke is officially starting, it has killed our bench. Our bench is hurting for some scoring. We do not have any of it right now, especially since we've bumped Derrick Rose to the starting lineup. That is the only reason, to me, I think Bruce should start. Now, hear me out before you crucify me, okay? We need the scoring off the bench. Derrick Rose needs to play more minutes than Bruce Brown at the point guard position. Derrick Rose needs to be the one, and they're closing the game out over Bruce Brown. I don't want Bruce Brown out there unless we have a lead in the fourth quarter, so that way he can stop some people. Derrick Rose needs to be the guy to take the shots. But my whole point for saying Bruce Brown should start is because we got enough firepower offensively to start the game out, okay? Luke's been killing it right now. Run some more plays for Luke. Luke can play the point guard as well. He's, still learning it. He hasn't had the whole system run through him yet. He's still learning how to do it, but he can. But he's been averaging 18 points per game this year. So he's having a breakout year. Run some more plays for Luke. Do not just rely on Blake Griffin, but if you're starting Bruce, you kind of have to a little bit. Just limit the Blake ball. And again, Andre is lethal in the pick and roll. You have to get Andre involved early. Maybe that's something Derrick Rose will do. I don't know. But I really need the scoring off the bench. And putting Bruce Brown on the bench is only hurting that. You're not going to get that much scoring off of your bench. So that being said, either Blake Griffin, Derrick Rose, Luke Kennard, or Andre need to be on the floor, just one of them, at all times. You cannot have all four of those people sitting on the bench, even against the Charlotte Hornets, okay? Luke's a young man. He should be hauling in the most minutes. Andre's probably... Okay, I'm going to say this. Andre needs to have a good game. Andre's had too many bad games back to back to back. I believe it's 3 straight bad games where he's been in foul trouble. Andre, man, we need you to step up, okay? I don't know where your drive has gone. You started the season out like no one could stop you. It is time for you to kick that back into gear. Stop the stupid fouls. We need you. We need you. Charlotte does not have anyone who can stop you. You let Bam embarrass you after I said Bam should not be the one who slowed down Andre. And really, until the second half, Andre didn't do jack. And then he got in foul trouble and fouled out. Andre needs to step up this game. We should not be relying so heavily on Blake Griffin and Derrick Rose, although they are a key factor into us winning. But we have shown that we can win and lose games with or without them. Derrick Rose has missed 4 games. Blake Griffin's missed the rest, all except for 1, and we've pretty much been without them. So we can run our offense and... not really our defense, because our defense sucks, but we can run our offense without those 2 people out there. So when Blake comes back, why are you doing Blake ball? You got to stop it, Casey. And for the love of God, play Christian Wood over Thon Maker. I feel like a broken record at this point, but God, dude, Thon needs to stop playing. Yeah, maybe the best thing for Thon Maker is just to grab some bench and rethink what he is doing out there, because he is hurting us. I have never in my life seen someone struggle to get a rebound so bad. Even the guys at the rec center who just stand there in the paint average more rebounds than Thon Maker. It's like a bar of soap, man, in the shower. He's just dropping it. He's lucky he is not in prison the way he drops that ball, because he would not be having a fun time. That being said, Pistons need to win this game. It should be an easy win for the Pistons. You got spanked by Miami. You came back. It's good that they came back, but you really got spanked. Come out here and spank the Hornets. Blake and D Rose should not play more than 20 minutes at this point. It should be over by then. Do not let off the gas pedal. Do not think that just because it's Charlotte, it's going to be an easy win, though. Come out here, blow them out. Just keep your gas on the pedal, man. All should be well. Instagram, Twitter, DSA members, all in the descriptions down below. Be sure to check us all out and follow us there. What is today? Thursday. Roundtable on Micro Mike or Luke G's channel. I'm not sure yet. But check that out. And further ado, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.